There's a YouTube channel in the inspirational religious storytelling niche that's absolutely blowing up right now. In a very short time, their videos have already reached more than 76 million views, and they've passed 700,000 subscribers. If you look at their recent videos, you can see they keep going viral with almost every video they post. So the demand for this niche is still very high even right now. And I can tell you, this is not just a quick trend. By making these types of videos, you can grow your Faceless channel or your Faceless business for the long run. And you know what? All of these videos are made 100% using AI. So in this video, I'm going to walk you step by step through how you can create the same cinematic, realistic scenes with even better quality. You don't need to use any expensive tools. You only need the tool I built over the last 6 months while solving the struggles my members were having when creating AI content videos. There's no fluff here, just real stuff, so you can follow along and apply it to your own channel. Alright, before we jump into the full tutorial, let's take a quick look at the demo I made for today's video.
What if the war involving Iran was never just politics, but prophecy? Right now, Iran is once again at the center of global tension. But according to ancient scripture, this is not random, and it may not end the way most people think. In this video, we will reveal 4 biblical prophecies connected to Persia, modern-day Iran, that appear to be unfolding before our eyes. And the last one is so surprising that very few teachers are willing to talk about it. To understand where this story is going, we have to go back to where it began. Long before Iran was called Iran, long before empires rose and fell, the Bible already recorded the roots of this nation. After the flood, the nations of the earth spread through the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And within that family line, 2 names stand out with striking importance: Madai and Elam. Madai, a son of Japheth, became the father of the Medes, a people who settled in the northern regions of what is now Iran. Elam, descended from Shem, established himself in the southwest, near the Persian Gulf. These were not minor tribes lost in history. They became the ancient foundations of a land that would one day shape the destiny of empires.
It's impressive, right? So now keep moving with me from start to finish, and let's jump right into the first part of making any YouTube content, which is scripting. Let's open Gary's Studio, log into the app, and then go to the scripting tab. The version right now is v4.0 beta, and it's already almost a complete system for YouTube automation. To create a script for this type of video and this niche, you just reuse my prompt. I pasted all the prompts I'm using for this video in the description below. For the model, Gary's Studio chatbot currently supports GPT-5 and GPT-5 Thinking. For long-form YouTube script generation, I'm going with GPT-5 Thinking. Now just press enter so the app can generate the script for you. Gary's Studio is a YouTube automation application built by solving real struggles from members inside the community. It's totally free for automation jobs with Whisk, GPT, and Grok AI. It supports local rendering and After Effects rendering with high-end effects. Right now, you can also use free GPT-5 Thinking and get 200,000 free ElevenLabs voice credits. After the script is generated, I just copy the whole script. Then I'm going to click on VoiceOver Studio. For this type of content, I'm using Liam, energetic social media creator. So I just search for it in the search box and then click Use to select it. In the text-to-speech box, just paste the script you copied from the previous step. For the model, I'm going with 11v3 Alpha. Just keep the ElevenLabs voice settings on the right at default. Then click Generate Voice below the text box so the app can create the voiceover for you. For now, each member inside the community gets 200,000 free ElevenLabs credits. If you want more, you can top up by clicking Buy More Credits. You can get another 200,000 credits for just $5, 4 hours of AE rendering for $5, and 1,500 GPT image generations for only $4. When you use this package, you can generate GPT images in bulk, with up to 15 tasks running at the same time. If you do this directly with the OpenAI API, you would have to pay around $6 per 100 images, which is very expensive. So with this, you can save up to 98% of the cost. The voiceover is already generated. Let me play it back so you can listen to the sample result right now.
Across the Middle East, tensions are rising. Missiles are tested, alliances are shifting, ancient enemies are speaking louder. And in the center of it all stands a nation whose name appears again and again in the pages of the Bible: Iran.
Alright, we have the voiceover ready. Now, let's click on the first tab called Storyboard and Renderer. Then, I'm going to click on the Create Storyboard button on the right. A new modal will open. For the audio file option, I'm going to click the Browse button and select the first file, which is the voiceover file I just generated in the previous step. Just make sure you are sorting by the latest files on top, like I'm doing right now. For now, the transcribing option supports many other languages, and because my voiceover is in English, I'm just going with English as default. Next is the minimum segment length option. This option allows you to control the minimum length of each segment in the storyboard. For now, I'm also leaving it at 0 because I don't want to control the segment length manually. So the segment length will now be controlled by the transcribing feature. After the voiceover is transcribed, you will see a new modal where your full script is split into segments with timestamps. Here, you can review and edit everything one more time if there is any issue or if you want to change something. For now, I'm just going to click Save one more time, and my storyboard will be created. Next, I'm going to click on the storyboard so we can go inside and continue with the next steps. The first step you need to take here is to go to the main settings. Here, you can set up the aspect ratio. If you want to make YouTube shorts, you can select the 9:16 ratio. If you want to make long-form YouTube videos, just go with 16:9. Then you are going to see another 2 toggle options. One allows you to use character reference for more consistent character generation, and the other allows you to use style reference so you can specify the image style you want the results to match. But for this video, I'm not going to use these options. What I only need to set up here is the image prompt. This is where you can type a simple image style or specify anything you want the result to follow. You can even add negative prompts here and it will still work. For now, I'm going with these simple prompt keywords: cinematic tone, history, dramatic, news, documentary, war. Then I'm going to click Save to save these settings. Next, you need to go to Generate Prompts. As you may know, when working with AI content for image and video generation, you need to have prompts first. So for now, you can see that Generate Images and Generate Videos are disabled. So just click on Generate Prompts first. Another modal will open, and we have 2 options here. The first one is GPT+. This is the option I recommend you use in v4.0 beta because it will use your GPT+ account to generate prompts for you. The other option is using the DeepSeek API, but from feedback from members, it's not generating results as good as GPT+. In the coming updates, I will also support the Gary Studio GPT pool account as a third option, so you can use it for faster results. But for now, I'm going with GPT+, and then I'm going to click Generate Prompts. Now, you are going to see 2 new things here in version v4.0. The first is the elapsed time, remaining time, and total segments generated notification at the top, so you can track the progress of the task more clearly. Next, you are going to see the activity logs showing on the right side, so you can track everything happening while the Gary Studio app is working on the task. You can copy, export, and clear the logs. So this is now very helpful for me to support you and resolve issues much more easily. The prompt generation is also now more optimized and faster than in the previous version. To generate prompts for around 21 segments, you only need about 2 to 3 minutes. Remember, for this example, I'm just using a sample voiceover that is a little over 1 minute long, but you can create a storyboard for 30 minutes or even longer if you want. After the prompts are generated, you will see the Generate Prompts button become disabled again, and now Generate Images and Generate Videos will be enabled. If you already generated prompts, but want to generate them again, you can click on this icon and then use this feature to delete all prompts. That will enable the Generate Prompts button again, so you can regenerate them. So now you have a lot more control. Next, I'm going to click on Generate Videos, because this time I want to use text to video. If you want to generate images, you can click here and then choose GPT+, Whisk, or GPT Pool. But for this type of content, you don't need to do that. You can just go directly to text to video with Super Grok 720p. If you don't check the Super Grok option, it's going to use 480p resolution instead, which is faster but lower quality. And make sure you are using a Super Grok account if you check that option. You can select 6 seconds or 10 seconds if you want all segment videos to be generated with a fixed duration, but I always go with the auto option because it will calculate the duration of each segment and choose the correct option for you, which is very helpful right now. Then I'm going to click on the text to video option and then click animate. Now I just wait for the task to finish, and I'll come back to you very soon. Now, all segments have been generated to the videos, and as you can see on the elapsed time, the total time for generating, entering 21 segments, is only 25 minutes. So it's just more than 1 images per segment, and this is just single run. And now, I will run it one more time so you can review it on Gary Studio. And until now, no editing requiring.
Across the Middle East, tensions are rising. Missiles are tested, alliances are shifting, ancient enemies are speaking louder. And in the center of it all stands a nation whose name appears again and again in the pages of the Bible, Iran. But the Bible doesn't call it Iran, it calls it Persia. Thousands of years before modern geopolitics, before nuclear negotiations, before global headlines, Scripture spoke about Persia and its role in the final chapters of human history. Many Christians today are asking a sobering question. Are we watching these prophecies unfold right now? Tonight, we will explore 4 Bible prophecies about Persia, Iran, that seem to be moving into place before our eyes. These prophecies come from Ezekiel, Daniel, Revelation, and the words of Jesus himself. Some are mysterious, some are frightening, but all of them point to one ultimate truth. History is not random. It is moving toward a moment when Christ returns to rule the world. So let's open the scriptures and begin with the prophecy that has captured the attention of prophecy watchers around the world.
So this video right now is just a preview, and it hasn't been rendered yet. You still have to go to the last step, which is rendering all segments into the final video. First, I'm going with the first option, local render. With local render, you can have unlimited rendering by combining all segments together with a few simple support features. This is because I'm just using FFmpeg to render the video. So for now, you can only add black fade or white fade transitions. For me, you don't need to apply these options for this video. And if you want to use local render, you can always do the post-production in any editing tool you already have, like Adobe Premiere Pro or CapCut, to generate captions or add overlay effects and sound effects. Another option is After Effects rendering. For now, you can use zoom in or zoom out, and you can also set the extra zoom percentage. To make the video more dynamic, I'm going with 4% because my segments are short and too much zoom is not a great idea for me. But this month, when I release the official Gary Studio V4.0, the After Effects features will support a lot more things, including overlays, transitions, and channel icon support from the Mr. Horse plugin. It's a paid tool, and if you want to subscribe to both After Effects and the Mr. Horse plugin, you would have to pay around $50 per month. And that's not even including the strong PC you need for rendering. Right now, each member gets up to 6 hours of After Effects rendering, which is already a lot for you to use for free. And if you want more, you can top up with just $5 for another 4 hours. All of my videos right now are edited and rendered with After Effects, and it's very heavy. For example, with just a 13-minute video, the generation can take anywhere from 30 minutes to 1 hour. And honestly, this is where the real game changes for YouTube automation. Most other gurus only teach low-quality, simple methods. But the easier and lower quality your content is, the higher the chance you can get demonetized or shadow banned. So this is the only way to make your videos more dynamic, more professional, and more competitive. And right now, After Effects is the only editing tool that truly supports coding and scripting for this kind of automation. So, if you want to try Gary Studio, you can click the link in the description to join my school community and use it for free. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know any niche you want me to create with this great system. See you in the next video.